the king of pop who changed the world with his voice and dance. But behind the dazzling fame lay a life full of pain, loneliness, and incredible contradictions. How did a boy from Indiana become the greatest icon of the 20th century? And why does his legacy still spark heated debate? This video is the complete biography of Michael Jackson, from his first performances with his brothers to the triumph of Thriller, from scandalous trials to his mysterious death. We'll explore not only his genius, but also the price he paid for eternal fame. Like this video if you believe every legend has a complex truth behind it. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our in-depth stories about iconic figures. And to fully understand the phenomenon of Jackson, watch this video all the way to the end. Michael Jackson was born on August 29, 1958, in Gary, Indiana. Michael Joseph Jackson was the seventh child of Katherine Jackson and Joe Jackson. The Jacksons were a large, working-class family, with Michael growing up alongside his brothers and sisters, including notable siblings like Jermaine Jackson and Janet Jackson. From a young age, Michael showed an extraordinary amount of charisma and energy, often charming every room he entered with his smile and lively personality. Growing up in a small house on Jackson Street, in Gary, Michael's early life was marked by close family bonds and a shared love of music. Although his home life had its complexities, largely due to his father's strict discipline. Despite these challenges, Michael's childhood was filled with moments that showcased his artistic talents. He would spend hours singing with his siblings and exploring different dance moves that hinted at his future in entertainment. His lively spirit and natural talent made him stand out even in his large family, setting the stage for his later success on global platforms. Michael was introduced to music through his family, particularly under the guidance of his father, Joe Jackson, who recognized early on the potential in his children. The musical atmosphere of his household was Michael's first school, where he and his siblings would rehearse rigorously, encouraged by their father's ambition for them. The ensemble of brothers soon formed the Jackson 5, a group that would lay the groundwork for Michael's illustrious career. The Jackson 5 was more than just a family band, it was the launchpad for Michael's future. Under Joe's management, young Jacksons honed the skills through constant practice and by participating in local talent shows. Michael, even as the youngest member of the group, quickly became the standout performer with his impressive vocal range and dynamic stage presence. This early phase was crucial, as it not only showcased his natural talent but also ignited his passion for performing. As the Jackson 5 South popularity soared in their community, they began to attract more significant attention, which eventually led to their first major break in the music industry, marking the start of Michael's journey to becoming a global icon. Michael Jackson's fame skyrocketed in the late 1970s and 1980s when he pursued a solo career. Michael Jackson was most popular during the 1980s, a decade in which he transformed the landscape of pop music. Yes, Michael Jackson wrote many of his songs, yes, hundreds of songs credited to his name, showcasing his prolific talent as both a songwriter and performer. Michael's solo career began with the release of his first solo album, Off the Wall, which marked a pivotal turn in his journey to stardom. This album included hits like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You, which became a one single. These songs not only showcased his unique vocal prowess, but also his ability to blend pop and funk. His follow-up album, Thriller, barely needs an introduction, but deserves a mention for setting new records. It won an unprecedented 8 Grammys in a single night, and became the best-selling album of all time. As Michael's career progressed, he continued to release hit after hit. Albums like Bad, Dangerous, and History were all monumental in their own rights. Bad was significant as it produced 5 one-singles, making Michael the first artist to achieve this feat. His 1993 performance at the Super Bowl XP halftime show set new standards for live performances, and his interview with Oprah Winfrey in 1993 became the most-watched interview ever. The Thriller era marked a monumental phase in Michael Jackson's career, propelling him to global stardom unlike any other artist before. Released in 1982, the Thriller album broke all records and set new benchmarks for success in the music industry. It became the best-selling album of all time, a title it still holds, with sales exceeding 66 million copies worldwide. This incredible achievement was a testament to Jackson's genius as a performer and an innovator, solidifying his status as a global superstar. The album's success was driven by a blend of pop, rock, and post-disco sounds that appealed to a broad audience, transcending age, race, and geography. Thriller featured a lineup of hit songs that became cultural phenomena, each contributing to the album's massive success. Tracks like Billie Jean, Beat It, and the album's titular song, Thriller, were not just popular but became iconic pieces of 20th century music. Billie Jean and Beat It each topped the charts in many countries, with Billie Jean holding the one position on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 7 weeks. The music video for Thriller, directed by John Landis, was a masterpiece of visual storytelling, blending music and cinematic effects to create a 14-minute horror-themed performance that was unprecedented at the time. This period of his career was marked by memorable live performances, including the moonwalk during Billie Jean on the Motown 25, Yesterday, Today, Forever television special, which remains one of the most iconic moments in live entertainment history. The album earned Michael a record-breaking 8 Grammy Awards in 1984, including Album of the Year, further cementing its place in music history. During the 1980s, Michael Jackson's impact on popular culture was evident across various fronts, from his live performances to his fashion and dance moves. His live performances often featured the moonwalk, a dance move that became synonymous with Jackson himself. This particular dance move, along with his complex choreography in music videos such as Thriller and Beat It, influenced a generation of dancers and pop artists who sought to emulate his style. Michael's concerts were not just musical events, they were spectacular visual experiences that often incorporated advanced technology, elaborate costumes, and detailed set designs, setting a new standard for live pop performances. In terms of fashion, Michael Jackson developed a signature style that became instantly recognizable. His military-style jackets, adorned with badges, zippers, and sequins, paired with the iconic single white glove, sparked fashion trends that flooded the streets and nightclubs. Even his choice of wearing black loafers with white socks became a trend, emphasizing the intricate footwork of his dance routines. Michael Jackson's career was marked by numerous awards and honors. Among the most significant was his record-breaking sweep at the 1984 Grammy Awards, where he won a total of 8 Grammys in a single night, a feat that set a record for the most Grammys won by an artist in one evening. These awards included Best Male Pop Vocal Performance for Thriller and Album of the Year for the same album. This achievement highlighted the critical acclaim that matched his commercial success. In addition to his Grammy wins, Michael Jackson also made history with his induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, twice, first as a member of the Jackson 5 in 1997 and again as a solo artist in 2001. If that wasn't enough, he was also awarded the Legend Award at the 1993 Grammy Awards. The moonwalk, a seemingly simple glide backward while the dancer moves as if walking forward, became synonymous with Jackson after he performed it during his performance of Billie Jean on the Motown 25, Yesterday, Today, Forever special in 1983. This move, which involves a technique of shifting weight and sliding the feet, absolutely entranced audiences with its illusion of defying physics. The robot dance move, which Jackson often incorporated into his performances, involves isolating various parts of the body and moving them with mechanical, jerky motions, creating the illusion that the dancer is a robot. This technique requires significant control and precision, focusing on smooth transitions between fluid dance steps and sudden, sharp movements. Jackson perfected this style, which added a dramatic effect to his performances, captivating audiences with his ability to shift seamlessly between different dance styles within a single routine. The robot became particularly notable during his performances of songs like Dancing Machine. Perhaps more spectacular was Jackson's anti-gravity lean, first debuted in the music video for Smooth Criminal. This move, where Jackson and his dancers lean forward to a 45-degree angle with their bodies straight and feet flat on the ground, seemingly defying gravity, left viewers astounded. The secret behind this apparently impossible feat was a clever combination of specially designed footwear and stage mechanisms. Jackson co-invented a shoe with a slot in the heels that could latch onto pegs on the stage floor, allowing him and his dancers to lean forward without toppling over. His stage presence, a blend of immense energy, precision, and emotion, made his live performances unforgettable. One of his greatest shows in terms of dancing was the 1995 MTV Video Music Awards performance, where he combined multiple hits into a single, continuous dance spectacle that showcased his mastery over his art. Michael Jackson's personal life, while filled with monumental success, also had its share of complexities and hardships, especially concerning his relationships and family life. Jackson was married twice. His first marriage was to Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of Elvis Presley, in 1994. The union, which ended in divorce in 1996, was highly publicized and often scrutinized by the media. His second marriage, to Debbie Rowe, a nurse he met while undergoing treatment, resulted in 2 children, Prince Michael Jackson and Paris Michael Catherine Jackson. This marriage also ended in divorce, with Rowe giving full custody of the children to Jackson. Despite his troubled marriages, Jackson was devoted to his 3 children, including his youngest, Prince Michael Jackson, known as Blanket, who was born via surrogate. His relationship with his family, including his famous siblings and parents, was often close but strained, largely due to the pressures of fame and the dynamics of their shared early career in the Jackson 5. Michael Jackson's life was heavily scrutinized by the media, with numerous controversies casting long shadows over his career. The most serious of these were allegations of child molestation that surfaced in the 1990s. Jackson was accused of molesting a young boy who had frequently visited the Neverland Ranch, his elaborate home. This led to a highly publicized court case in 2005, from which he was acquitted on all charges. Despite being cleared legally, the allegations had a lasting impact on his public image and personal life. Jackson's fame also made him a target for relentless media scrutiny, which often invaded his privacy and led to various rumors and speculations about his personal life and health. His struggles with privacy and the invasive nature of his fame were well documented, including in the 2003 documentary Living with Michael Jackson, which presented a very personal and controversial view of his life. One of Michael Jackson's notable efforts was the founding of the Heal the World Foundation in 1992, named after one of his hit songs. This organization was dedicated to providing aid to children and the disadvantaged across the globe. It tackled issues such as poverty, environmental degradation, and children's welfare. Heal the World was known for its efforts, such as airlifting 6 tons of supplies to Sarajevo during the Bosnian War, and organizing children's immunizations worldwide. In addition to his own foundation, Michael Jackson supported numerous other charities and causes during his lifetime, contributing to more than 39 charities as per various reports. His donations were often substantial. For example, he donated the entire profit from his Victory Tour to charity in the 1980s. Furthermore, the proceeds from his single Man in the Mirror went to Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Times, a camp for children suffering from cancer. His support extended to massive fundraising efforts, including his role in the song We Are the World, written along with Lionel Richie. This single generated millions of dollars for famine relief in Africa, and is one of the best-selling singles of all time, demonstrating how Jackson leveraged his popularity for charitable causes. Today, several of Michael Jackson's philanthropic initiatives continue to influence charitable efforts and maintain functional operations through the Michael Jackson estate. His estate continues to donate to causes he cared about, maintaining his legacy of philanthropy. For example, proceeds from certain productions and projects related to Jackson's music and life continue to benefit his favorite charities. Michael Jackson died on June 25, 2009, at the age of 50. He passed away in his home in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles, California. The official cause of death was acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication, which led to cardiac arrest. The circumstances surrounding his death were highly controversial, leading to the conviction of his personal physician, Dr. Conrad Murray, for involuntary manslaughter. Jackson's death was ultimately ruled a homicide due to the circumstances of the administered medications. If he were alive today, Michael Jackson would be 65 years old. In his final years, Michael Jackson faced numerous challenges, including significant health problems, ongoing legal battles, and mounting pressures related to his planned comeback tour titled Is It. His health issues were often discussed in the media, with reports of severe insomnia and physical pain that he managed with prescription medications. These issues were partly due to the physical demands of his years of performing. In preparation for his comeback tour, it was reported that Jackson was rehearsing rigorously, which further strained his already fragile health. Legally, Jackson continued to confront allegations and lawsuits. Despite being acquitted of child molestation charges in 2005, the legal battles took a financial and personal toll, impacting his public image and causing significant stress. Financial pressures also loomed large during this period, as Jackson faced debts reportedly running into hundreds of millions of dollars. These financial and legal issues compelled him to stage the comeback he hoped would revive his career and alleviate his financial distress. The announcement of the This Is It tour was met with tremendous enthusiasm, demonstrating that his popularity remained high despite the controversies. Tickets sold out within minutes, however. The stress of preparing for such a demanding tour, coupled with his health and legal issues, created a storm that ultimately led to his untimely death. The news of Michael Jackson's death sent shockwaves through the music world and among his fans globally. News channels and social media platforms were flooded with reactions, as fans and fellow artists alike struggled to process the sudden loss. Major networks interrupted their regular programming to cover the news. Artists across various music genres publicly expressed their sorrow and respect, citing Jackson's influence on their own careers and on the music industry as a whole. Many fans found themselves revisiting his music, videos, and performances, causing a significant surge in sales and streaming of his catalog. Fans also turned to online forums and social media to share their memories and discuss the mark he left on their lives. Following Michael Jackson's death, a global outpouring of grief led to numerous memorials and tributes to honor the legendary artist. One of the most notable memorials was the public service held on July 7, 2009, at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, which was broadcast live around the world, drawing millions of viewers. During the service, performances and speeches by family members and celebrities highlighted his influence on music and pop culture, reflecting the depth of his impact. Additionally, fans across the globe organized flash mobs, vigils, and tribute concerts, celebrating his life and contributions to music. The Michael Jackson Memorial also saw fans gathering at significant landmarks related to his life, such as his childhood home and the famed 2300 Jackson Street, to pay their respects. Jackson's legacy as a cultural icon remains profound and far-reaching, influencing countless artists across various music genres. From pop and hip-hop to R&B, new generations of musicians cite Jackson as an immense influence in their artistic development. His innovative approach to music production, stage performances, and his distinctive vocal style continue to be studied and emulated. Artists like Beyonce, Usher, and Justin Timberlake have openly expressed how Jackson's work influenced their own. Michael Jackson forever changed music, dance, and the very nature of fame. His story is an eternal reminder that genius and tragedy often go hand in hand. Thanks for watching. Please support us with a like and subscribe. Stay with us to see the world through the lens of the lives that shaped it. Until next time.